Hi, my name is Mel Colley, and today we're going to start with calming down the nervous system and noticing the breath. So you're going to close your eyes and place one hand over one eye on a diagonal, and then place the other hand over so the fingertips are resting, eyes are closed. Relax your shoulders in your jaw and just notice your breath for a moment. We're just palming the eyes and just noticing a calming breath, relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your elbows. Just noticing the breath and just noticing the dark spots behind the eyelids. It's a very nice way to calm things down, and you don't have to be here for very long at all. I'm going to start to gently take the hands away, and when you feel ready, allow your eyes to very gently and slowly open. And then you're going to let your nose and your chin start to feel as if they're coming down towards your chest, as if you're rolling a ball down or drawing a line with your nose down towards your navel, and then slowly coming back up again. You might want to breathe out as you do that. So breathe out when you drop the head, the nose going down towards the navel, and breathe in when you come back up. Breathing out when you drop back down again. Letting it release in your shoulders and your neck. And breathing in as you come back up. And then gently let one hand rest on your forehead and just gently press your forehead into your hand. If you place the other hand here on the front of your throat here, you'll feel a slight contraction of the muscles here, either side of your spine, of the side of your neck here, and then release. So it's a very gentle pressing. If you don't want to go too far, because you'll be jutting out your chin, so you don't want to do that. It's very slight. So if you think about pressing 50% into your hand, cut that back a bit to 20%, and then cut it back a bit more, 10%, so you feel like you're hardly moving at all. It's a very nice way to strengthen the neck muscles without tension in your face. And then let your hands rest and just bring your attention to this side of your pelvis. Start to lift and then let it go. So you're lifting your sit bone off your chair and then you're bringing it back down, as if you're going to put a book underneath your sit bone, and then you're going to put your sit bone back down on the book. And do one more, and then change sides. It's a very nice, simple, easy move, just lifting your sit bone and putting it back down. And you might notice one side is easier to lift than the other. We'll talk about that in a minute. Because then we're going to come back to this side. We're going to lift this side, but your attention now is going to be what's happening on the opposite rib cage. Can you allow the opposite rib cage to feel as if it's shifting out to that side of the room? Your shoulder will also feel that it's going with it, as if it's shifting out and going up into that corner. So you start to get this diagonal movement, as if you're being stretched from the center, like a little bit of chewing gum, being reaching out, stretching out. This side going this way, this side going that way. I'm going to do one more, and then we'll change sides. So this side starts to lift, as if you're going to put a book underneath it, and then you put it back down. And you can use your hand to help. If one side feels a little bit fuzzier than the other side, not quite sure what's going on, this hand can come here, so you can feel your rib cage shifting over. So you get this lengthening into the middle of the body, and you also notice your spine is bending, getting a little side bending movement. And this shoulder lifting and lengthening out towards that corner of the room on that diagonal reach. And then we're going to alternate it between the two. So we're going to do one on one side and then change it. And just notice which side feels easier, which side feels a little bit clunkier or harder to move. You'll notice that your head, try not to hold on to any head positioning here, so let it go. So your head's not going to be in the center. So your ear will start to drop down towards, if it's trying to listen to that pelvis, if it's listening to what your sit bone's got to say. So it's a nice little way to get some neck movement in as well, because we spend a lot of time looking at a screen with our head in one position. So we're getting some lovely side bending of the spine, moving in the pelvis, and a little bit of a sway and a movement in the neck as well. Okay, so one more on each side. And then you're going to come back to the middle with both feet feeling that they're pressing down into the floor. And I want you to let one knee press forward, one knee and one shin press forward. And then release it, and then change sides. Let the other knee and the shin press forward, and then release it. So if my hand was on your shin, and you're pressing your shin into my hand, and then let it go. And you start to feel as you go from side to side when you do this, that the pelvis is also shifting. You'll feel that your sit bones are going forward with your knee, and you get this little bit of pelvic rotation. So don't hold on to that, let it go. Let yourself move from side to side. Your chest might move slightly, your rib cage might move slightly. Give that little bit of rotation and a little bit of knee movement to create some feeling of space in your hips. When we sit a lot, we get a lot of hip compression and tightness in the hips. This is one nice easy way to find some space there in the hips and in the pelvis, and to help those sit bones move, and that will help your glutes work as well. You know, the glutes are the most powerful muscle in the body, but we spend a lot of time sitting on them. So come back to the middle and come back to where you started. So close your eyes and let your hands come back gently over your eyes. Rest them there for a moment and notice your breath. And this is a nice little eye palming thing to practice every now and again through your day, just to calm down the nervous system, bring some clarity back to an overthinking mind when you're finding it hard to find the solution to things. You can take a little moment out of your day, palm your eyes, and you might just find the answer. Happy practicing. Thanks for joining me.